Last time in the Marvel Universe, Ant-Man fought a jewel thief. It was fun, but forgettable. And last time, 2004, introduced to a popular side character, we see much more in the future, and her evil stepfather, the Puppet Master. This time, the Fantastic Four go bankrupt. Unfortunately for me, I recorded this yesterday. Well, not the day you're watching this. I recorded these ahead of time. And I was a dummy, didn't have my recording thing even open. Yeah, I can't believe that. So, here I am again, reading this comic, and this is a really weird one. It starts off good, and then it gets, like, weird, like, what directions it's going in. So yeah, if I don't have much comments, that's most likely why. Let's get into the comic. What happens to comic magazine heroes when they can't pay their bills and have no place to turn? Don't mess the newest and most original tale of all, the end of the Fantastic Four. Little do they dream that they will soon be at the mercy of the submariner. Fantastic Four evicted from building, 5 tower floors, for rent. Heroes 1 minute, bumps nicks. How did it happen to us? Woo! The end of the Fantastic Four. Well, not really. This comic's still going on. In the hidden chamber far under the sea, Prince Namor, the amazing submariner, turns into a TV newscast from the surface world. Here's a startling announcement. Bulletin, the world-famous Fantastic Four are bankrupt. They've announced plans to dissolve their partnership and sell all their possessions to pay their debts. What's that? Script by Stanley, art by Jack Kirby, inking with Dick Ayers, and lettering by Art Simek. This is the first comic that has official credits. Usually they have a sign, a writer and artist. Here we can see our inking and inker and letterer. Golly, I think you're going to see a lot of those guys. Especially Art Simek. I think he did every lettering for these comics. For what I remember, I always see his name for comic credits for the lettering. There's just a little tidbit for you, as well as there's a picture of Sue Storm there in his room still. The continuity there, guys. Or Jack, I should say, because he did art. I digress. Fantastic Four about to split up, eh? Now, isn't that mighty interesting? So they're penniless, are they? Well, this may just be the opportunity I've been waiting for. Meanwhile, the headquarters of the Fantastic Four. Where's the rent you owe for me this month? You still owe us $1,000 for electronic work we did on your Fantastic car. Now take it easy, all of you. I promise that you'll all get paid. I just have a little patience. We want our money. Just give a little time. We'll have a lot of equipment to sell in order to raise the money. Come back in a few days. All right, we'll give you a few days, but don't try to welch on your debts. You know it won't be easy for 4 characters like you to hide from the bill collectors. Mister, you can say that again. Bree, don't take it so hard. It's not my fault, Sue. If only I hadn't bought those stocks for all our money. Then when the stock market went down, we lost it all. I learned, this is actually a good thing I actually reading this again, because I learned from somebody in the comments and below in this issue, is that this is actually a reference to a stock market collapse that happened right around this time. So this is actually a reference to this event in the 60s. So there you go. There's some real life lore. Heck, Reed, we can't make more dough, can we? There must be some way I can cash in on this fiery body of mine. And me, my power of invisibility must be worth some money to someone. What about my strength? You mean to tell me a guy who can twist arm pipes can make a buck easy as pie? I'm pretty sure you're a sport, but it's not that simple. I'm not going to let you write yourself to a freak show, and no other way to cash in on supernatural powers is through crime, which would be unthinkable. You think of anything else to make money off of? Oh yeah, well, I might give it a thought. No, the only way to get the money we need is to pay our bills to this band and sell the skyscraper building of ours, along with all of our equipment. Hey, look at those guys. They're just starting to mail our pogo plane. Alright, boys, take her apart. We'll crate her out here in pieces. Let go of my plane, you crumbs. I gotta pulverize you for that. Thing, knock it off. I sold the plane to them. I had to. We're getting a good price for it. No price is good enough for all the work we put into designing that ship. I know you feel thing, but we've got to sell a plane and everything else, too. Okay, I'm cooled off now. Just leave me alone, that's all. Leave me alone. I never thought I'd see the day when we lose all of Reed's wonderful inventions. Some raw manager you were, rubber man. Made a fortune by selling patents on all your inventions, enough dough to keep us going for years. But you had to be a big shot and invest it all in stocks. You get a long head. Take it easy, thing. You can ride a man just so far, and he'll finally break. I'm warning you. Bah, maybe it's better this way. Those three do-gooders were beginning to cramp my style. I can probably make out better on my own. Taxi! Hey, taxi! Say, you're the thing, ain't you? Sorry, pal, you ain't riding this cab. I heard the four of you are flat broke. I don't want to be hung up for no taxi bill. So you don't want me for a passenger, eh? Well, I'm through taking guff from creeps like you. Hey, let me down! No! Stop! Help! 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 This means to help. Sure, I'll let you down. Next time, don't be such a careless driver. Now, I'll just get me a cab in my own way. A second later, the still impressive Fantastic Four flares rises above the rooftops of Manhattan, and in answer to the dramatic signal, a section of the famous Fantastic Car suddenly descends near the Thing. Thing, if I knew it was you, glad to see it, Junior. Glad you guys don't sell that car yet. I need a lift. Later, the Thing sinks to a chair in the apartment of his blind friend Alicia, who, from based on what I learned, is an incredibly popular supporting character, like one of the most popular supporting characters in Marvel. I did not know that until I read comments and saw some videos. Just random videos. People don't shop with her. We'll see why she's so popular. I guess as we read these comics. And that's the story, Alicia. The Fantastic Four are flat broke. Can't even pay our bills, so we gotta split up. Oh, how awful. But I'm sure everything will be alright. Don't worry. See, here is a puppet doll I made for you. It is a white knight. Duh, great, just what I needed. Do not be bitter, my dear friend. Even though I cannot see you, I know you are just like my white knight. You are good and kind, and you will never desert your friends when they need you most. It's a funny thing, kid. Despite your blindness, you see things much better than I do. You make me feel ashamed of myself. And just across town, if only we could be like the superheroes in some of these comic magazines, Sue. They never seem to worry about money, life. Life is a breeze for them. I wonder if that's a pat jab at DC. Oh, Reed, I can't bear to see you torture yourself this way. Just isn't right for us to break up. There must be some way we can make fortune fast. Johnny doesn't understand that it takes money to run an outfit like ours. There's the upkeep on our planes, equipment, electronic devices. Say, what is this telegram? Never mind my tip, Torch. I figure you guys need the dough more than me. It's like a miracle. An offer from SM Studios in Hollywood, $1 million cash to us if we star in a movie. Oh, Reed, that's great. What about the Thing? You know what he feels about making a spectacle of himself. He hates to have people stare at him. You were just flapping your lips, mister. But I just found out I'm a white knight, and us white knights don't desert their companions in arms. I'm with you, gang. I don't know what you're talking about, but welcome back, partner. Watch it, you big ape. You're even more dangerous when you're being friendly. Then it's agreed then. We stay together and go to Hollywood and make the picture. And $1 million received will pay all our bills and give us a fresh start. But next time I'll handle the money. Yeah, it's just like the old times again. Just one little detail we got to do. How do we get to Hollywood? That's right, we're broke and it's expensive to travel cross country. There's only one thing to do. I'll stay out of sight back here so don't scare anyone away. Someone will stop sooner or later. Don't be embarrassed. We'll all laugh at this one day. I hope so. Part 2. Submariner gives the orders. A few days, maybe many weary miles later, the newly formed SM Studios is Hollywood, California. So this is Hollywood. Isn't it thrilling? This ain't so bad. Some of these jokers are almost as funny looking as me. Gosh, with all the celebrities around here, nobody's even noticing us. Let's be glad they aren't. Next thing for us is to find out where we're supposed to report to. Say, Curly, where's the head office of this joint? Right behind you. What's wrong, Jack? Like you've seen a ghost. Ghosts, also for ghosts any day. What I want to know is, what was that? Follow me, Wonder Boy. The head office is over here. We're in the Fantastic Four. We are asked to report here for a movie. Naturally, please step aside. Wow, the receptions look that good. I can't wait to see the stars. Over there must be the producer over there. I'll tap him on the shoulder. Man, what a layout. I'll flame on and make an impression on him. Call this an office. It's more like a football field. The producer continues to stare out the window as though unaware of the entrance of the Fantastic Four until, Excuse me, but I think you are expecting us. And then slowly, calmly, he turns and, look! Holy cow! You! It's the submariner at your service. You need not look so surprised. My offer as $1 million was genuine enough. You see, all the wealth of the sea is mine. For years I collected treasure from wrecked ships, sunken ships, pirate galleons, and other carrying all sorts of priceless cargo. Ages ago, my ancestors witnessed the burying of countless hoards of stolen treasure. In each generation of undersea people, I handed the locations down to each following generation. But out of boredom, I bought the studio, decided to film a movie about my former arch foes. And now here's part of the payment, the sum I promised. The money looks genuine enough, and we're not in a position to be too particular about who we work for. He's so masterful, so confident. This whole thing still smells fishy to me. I sure like to feel these greenbacks in my mitt. A short time later, Namor said that we would report for work Monday, which gives us time to make ourselves look a bit more presentable. First thing I'm doing with my dough is buying a snazzy sports car. And so, thanks for the list, handsome, but why won't you tell us your name? Are you an actor? You must be with a car like this. Will we get out in the country and I'll show you what this baby can do. Careful, the road is unpaved. Don't have to worry you. I'll pit for you in a flash. Nothing like a fireball to fuse the ground and make it smooth. Apparently that's what fire does. Okay. You're even more famous than a star. You're a human torch. In person, lady. Now I'll take you to back so you can impress all your friends when you see them. When the torch goes Hollywood, the thing tries to get a little rest on a muscle beach. Yeah, that makes sense. Why do you go to the muscle beach once to get a rest? Hey, why don't you walking, lame brain? Those creeps showing off. That gives me an idea how to get some peace and quiet around here. So you like lifting weights? Well, let's see you try to top this, you muscle-bound goons. Meanwhile, at a fashionable Hollywood nightclub, Sue Storm dines with a man who holds a strange fascination for her. A penny for your thoughts, Sue? I was thinking about you, Namor. You've been so kind to us, so generous. I was wondering why. I'll give you your answer after the picture is finished, Sue. We start the filming soon. And not long afterward, a sleek schooner sails to a rarely visited section of the foggy Mediterranean. Land ho! It is Hidden Isle, just where Prince Namor said it would be. Hidden Isle has been unknown for centuries. I discovered it recently in my travels. It is there we shall film the first scene of my picture, the scene starring Mr. Fantastic. What about my script? You won't need a script. Your role calls for you to battle a giant mechanical figure of Cyclops on the island. Just do what comes naturally. We'll photograph you from the ship with this telescopic lenses. Sounds simple enough. I need to launch a boat for me. I'll reach the isle on my own. Minutes later, there's some of the mechanical Cyclops yet. Wonder what it looks like. Must be a big shaggy monster like the one used in the old-time movie King Kong. The fool fell for it. Wait till he learns that my Cyclops isn't mechanical. It's the real Cyclops who won't allow any human to leave his isle alive. Now return home. We're finished here. After all these centuries, a human intruder. Cyclops, you're alive! Yes, it's the Marvel Cyclops. Oh, that doesn't look like the guy, the X-Men. Part 3, The Fury of Mr. Fantastic. Of course I live. I am immortal, but you, lowly human, are not. Submariner tricked me. I blundered into a trap. Nemo ordered me to keep you prisoner on this isle, but I have no use for prisoners. No time to dodge. Crash. 6 later, after the dust cleared. One thing never forgot to tell you that the reason they call me Mr. Fantastic. Run, puny human, run till you drop. There is no escape from Hidden Isle. Sooner or later, I shall crush you. Well, don't just stand there. If you're going to throw that thing, then throw it. Those will be your last words you'll ever utter. Hoped you to do that, and now it's my turn. As the body of Reed Richards absorbs the boulder's impact and then hurls it back towards the astonished giant. You are more than human, but still no match for Cyclops. My strength is too great, nothing you can do will stop me. The dinosaurs were strong too, but look what happened to them. That takes care of him. By the time he can climb out of that pit, I'll be halfway to Hollywood. I got scored to sell this submariner now. And what a prince name we now find him flying high above the dense African jungle with Johnny Storm. Your scene is next, Torch. We shall photograph it from the copter, which launches the cameras while you perform below. Remember, you will pretend to fight the natives in this village below. Make the battle seem realistic. It sounds too easy. How can a bunch of savages give me any competition? You'll find out when you land. Now jump. It still seems kooky to me. Why would he want to produce a movie with no script? Oh well, I should work. I should worry. Hope he gets some good pictures from up there. Don't move. You're a prisoner. Natives will jump out of their skins when they see me in flame. Ha, I forgot to tell that fool, the teenager, one of the little detail. Those natives have a magic potion which makes them immune to fire. I can return to Hollywood now. The torch will never escape them. Part 4, the flame of battle. Flame on! I don't understand. They don't seem the least bit odd. You waste your time, Flame. Means nothing to us. Seize him! I better take it to the air while I think this out. I've heard of the strange tribe which is immune to fire. There must be that tribe. Why didn't some mariner warn me? And where is his chopper? Why isn't he filming this? Follow him from the ground. Prince Namor said that his flame dies down sooner or later, then he will be our prisoner. Finally, it was a plot. Some mariner wanted me to be trapped by the natives. Got to fall to earth now. Flame's dying out. Can't fly any longer. Seize him. He is helpless. It is as the mighty submariner said. He will be our captive. Namor must have ordered them to imprison me. But why? What's behind it all? I've got to find out. Now apply the magic potion. The prisoner see what we not. Fear his fire. Flames cannot harm us. We can walk through fire, touch fire. Once we have breathed our magic potion, we can swallow fire. Let the prisoner see our amazing power. Okay, Hatchet, you had your fun. And now I've got a few little tricks of my own. Been rested long enough, the torch's body again has regained its miraculous power to burn, and so I'll take more than a bamboo cage to hold me when I use my nitro flame. Flame on! Even if you spend it, spears are tipped in a potion which harms my flaming body, first you have to figure out which of these flame images I can create is the real me. And by the time you spawn me, I'll be well out of range of those peep pickers of yours. You will not escape. When your flame dies, we will again seize you. By next time, we slay you on sight. What's that's wrong. That's where he's wrong. They ain't gonna be a next time. Not that volcano I see yonder has a spark of life still left in it. I'm in luck. It's been smoldering for years. All it takes now is one well-aimed fireball like this. Suddenly, the fireball reaches its glowing center. The slumbering volcano erupts from a mind-staggering explosion. Those fires may not fear flame, but there is one thing they can't not stand up to. That is a sea of molten lava. They escaped the lava destroy their magic potion. They won't dare bow to me now. They lost their immunity to flame. But now I got to head for the States to show down the scheming, dealing submariner. Meanwhile, let's join Prince Namor once more. While my camera crew film Mr. Fantastic and the Torch on location, then we'll shoot our big fight scene right here, Hollywood Beach. A big fight scene, eh? Are you kidding, Fishman? What makes you think you could give me a battle? I'm glad you asked. Something of unbelievable speed and strength Namor strikes. Here's the first part of your answer, you walking gargoyle. I've been waiting for a chance to rough you up for a long time, Gruesome. Yeah, well, it looks like you didn't wait long enough, loudmouth. Nothing pleases me more than to have a foe get overconfident. Huh? Flying through the air, submariner lands on the thing's shoulders with the force of a runaway pile driver. Time and again, the mighty monarch of the sea hurls himself high above the victim, and then, over and over, he hammers the stunned thing deeper and deeper into the soggy sand below. Okay, wethead, you had your fun. Just let me shove this mud off me, and I'll make mincemeat out of you. You're not beaten yet? For a moment, the fight is a standoff as the weary thing lumbers gradually into the shore, and one question repeating over and over his head. Why does Nimble get tired? Where does his strength come from? Then in a blinding flash, the answer comes. The water. Should have guessed that's what. That's why he wanted to fight on the beach. That is it, Mr. Vengeance is ours, Part 5. No, you don't, Fishman. Before we do anything else, I'm going to drag you way up on the shore away from the water. No, you can't. If I ever get my arms loose, I'll fish you for good. Now you can't drag. Good now. You can't drag Prince Namor out of the sea this way. No. Despite the superhuman efforts of the steel-muscled submariner, the rubber-shaped thing makes one less Herculean I don't know why I can't say that. Effort as he exerts every last ounce of his unbelievable strength to remove Neymar from the source of his power. Until finally, stop squirming, Sonny. It's only hurt for a minute. You coward, you wouldn't dare let me remain in the surf. Then suddenly his heavy thunderstorm darkens the heavens. I don't know why I'm big. Let me just get a little drink here before I continue. Sorry. Okay, a little drink is good. The heavens, the thing is struck full force by supercharged bolt of lightning. Shaking the cobwebs from his brain, Namor watches as the thing reels dizzily, but still remains standing. By the train of Jivin Junes, what does it take to knock you out? Things absorbed a shock which would have been fatal to any lesser man, but has a strange effect on Namor's hulking foe. There, in the gathering darkness, a mysterious power, the electrical charge, causes the thing to change once again. In seconds, the thing gives way to the husky, handsome, uncomprehending Ben Grimm. But the darkness still weakened from the pounding he suffered at the hands of the thing. Some mariner is unaware of the change as he throws one last pile driving blow at the shadowy figure who stands before him. If this doesn't stop him, I'm licked. Can't fight anymore. Ugh. I did. I beat the thing. I beat them all. I've won. Won! Slowly, Neymar stumbles awaiting for the almost limitless strength to return to his more than human body, suspecting that his victory is not quite as complete as he would have wished to be. And then minutes later, at the office of the SN Productions, Neymar, you're back, but where are the others? What does it matter? Forget about them. You're looking at the man who tramped over them all. Tramp over them? What do you mean? I mean that I have proven I am master of the Fantastic Four. Now I'll give you the reason why I've done all this. Now that the others are out of the way, I want you to be my bride. You ask me that? Oh, you fool! Perhaps you haven't deceived us. If you hadn't deceived us, if you had been honest with us, I might have answered you differently. But now you have to prove you still haven't defeated the Fantastic Four. Now one of us remains to defy you. Talk, don't fight me. It's hopeless. You know I'll win in the end. Sue, show yourself to me. I know how you feel about me. You can't fool your heart, Sue. Come back. Sue! Alright, if it's a contest you want, I'll defeat you as I've defeated the others. He's flying past me towards the door. Whether I can see you or not, you'll never escape me now. I forgot I had the power of all the creatures who live beneath the sea. I could charge the very air with electricity using the power of an electric eel. I myself am not without resources anymore. This carpet thrown over you will provide insulation for me to protect me from the electric current. You are worthy of me, female, in every way, but here is a power you cannot combat. The radar sense of the cave fish from the lowest depths of the ocean. Of the sea, sorry. They have no eyes, but they can sense the presence of others by using their radar-type instincts, as I shall do with you. Eric, note, to explain more fully how Namor uses radar vision, this is the way Sue actually is, invisible to the naked normal eye. But to Namor using his radar vision, this is the way the visible girl appears to him, like an image on a radar screen. Now that I know where you are, you can elude me no longer. Take your hands off me, you barbarian! You struggles are useless. I like a woman with spirit. Only such a female can be fitting a mate for Namor, the monarch of the sea. No, I'm not being yet. Oh, what's that? Crash. Alright, Namor, this is it. Release that girl. Keep out of this, Reed. I promise I could have had him. You promised I'd have him first. Oh no, that's my sister. He's threatening. He's mine. Thing, Torch, stop. Give him a chance. He can't escape us. Don't think I turned to the thing again, did ya? Took a lightning bolt to help you beat me, but the storm's over now. Let me have him. He's mine. Sue, what are you doing? Stay back, all of you. Even if you think he is your enemy, it's 3 against 1. You've never gained up on anyone before. Besides, we made a contract with Namor. We lived up to our part. We cooperated in his movie. Now you must live up to his part. The movie will be produced, as promised. You will get your money. And then suddenly, majestically, the proud figure turns and leaves the building, as no hand is raised to stop him. With a slow, steady tread, he enters the vast rolling sea, never looking back. The monarch returns to his domain. You did the right thing, all three of you. You had to let him go. After all, he lives by a different code than we do. He can never really understand us all. And whatever he did for love. Apparently. Didn't seem that way. Seemed a little rapey to me. Here's the funniest part of the ending. We get your all American claims a new motion picture hit Little dreaming of the amazing tale behind the film, Fantastic Four once again have the money to carry on the unique life's work, and Saga has ended. So yes, they made money off the movie, and people loved it. A Fantastic Four movie. Now, even though this comic had a pretty weak ending, because Namor is an anti-hero, but here he seemed a little, probably very villainous, and I mean more villainous than average. Like there's no really, you can't really justify his actions at the end. They're very scummy. Oh my god. But the fact it ends on a Fantastic Four movie being getting praised is pretty funny. Because the Fantastic Four movies are pretty bad, unfortunately. So the comics are pretty good, though. But the adventures of Fantastic Four are not over. Next month, there will be more thrills and surprises with the foursome whose incredible exploits and down-to-earth realism truly make this world the greatest comic magazine. The end. But there is a pin-up. How the Human Torch flies. Fantastic Four feature page. Let's see, I promise to explain my method of flying. So, basically, my power of flight comes from my instant intense flame, which affects the molecules of my body so they can become lighter than air, causing me to be able to rise and soar. Biggest enemy is water, so I carefully study weather paths to learn where rain is apt to fall, and I avoid those areas whenever possible. At least once a week, I test my new ability by flying through a practice course which redesigned for me. I constantly train myself to be observant so that I can be of use to Fantastic Four by spotting people and places from my vantage point overhead. Maximum speed is capable of creating a sonic boom, so I must be careful not to attain the speed while flying over densely populated areas. Weakness is the fact that my flame burns for a limited period of time. The brighter it burns and the faster I fly, the sooner it is extinguished. So I do not blaze too brightly or fly too fast until I have made sure I won't need my flame for too long a time. Ooh, and that was Fantastic Four number 9. Next time we get this issue, we got Doom's coming back. Next time we are going back to Journey of Mystery with the God of Thunder, Thor.